I got an email from David. David who? I won't say, to protect his identity. But he sent me an email wanting to know when the Bella Twins are inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Not if, but when. Will they be inducted together or will they be inducted separately? And who should be the person or persons to induct them? I posted about that on Twitter, and boy, did I get quite a bit of response to this question. It's a loaded tweet. Look, the Bellas are going into the Hall of Fame. Everybody goes in. Unless you did porn, then apparently you're not allowed to go in. But the question is not if the Bella Twins go into the Hall of Fame. The question is when the Bella Twins go into the Hall of Fame, just like David said. And when they do, they should go in together. To me, it's like pulling off a Band-Aid, right? The best way to minimize the pain, especially if you've got arms like a hairy beast like I do, is to just rip it right off. So I think they should go in together. Now, Nikki Bella could go in on her own. Of the two of them, if anybody was going to go in, it would be Nikki Bella, because she was always the more featured of the two twins. You know, and she did more than Brie did. I mean, she certainly was a focal point. She was Divas champion for however long she was. She beat AJ's record, AJ Lee, not AJ Styles. She did improve a lot from where she was at the start of her career, although we're setting the bar very low here, I think, in terms of criteria, for which there is none. There is no criteria for getting into the WWE Hall of Fame, which is why everybody goes in. But if the criteria is, well, they improved as a wrestler, it's like, I sure hope so. Over the course of their career, you would think that, yes, you would improve from where you were at the beginning of your career to the end of your career. Shouldn't that be true of all wrestlers? Like, in my head, I was trying to run down this woman's, achievements, in-ring achievements, and it was a short list. Other than being the Divas champion, the only thing I could think of is, well, she was better. You know, she did get better over time than she was, but boy, is that setting the bar very low. But Nikki did improve. She broke her neck. She came back. Didn't really do much at that point, but she has her very passionate fans, shall we say, the Bella Army. I'm sure we've all encountered a soldier or two in the Bella Army at one time or another. I said this before. Everybody has their own army. I'm still waiting for mine. I want my own army too. So yes, the Bella Army is always out in full force, and they're very vocal in their support for her. And if it were up to them, she'd be in the Hall of Fame this year. And Vince McMahon would be doing the induction. So yeah, you can put Nikki in solo, but they're not putting Nikki in and not Brie. And the idea that Brie Bella is possibly going to get her own separate Hall of Fame induction is she'd be the Bill Mazeroski of the WWE Hall of Fame. She has done nothing on her own to warrant such a thing, but collectively they can talk about Total Divas and how it opened doors for other superstars and other reality shows, and they'll credit them, I'm sure, for their role in the women's revolution. And you know what? They absolutely deserve credit for their role in the women's revolution, and I'll tell you why. Because it was all of those 30-second Bella matches on television that got people, doing the hashtags and the chant and wanting longer matches. They were always the ones in those short 30-second matches, 60-second matches. So yes, that's their claim to fame as far as their role in the women's revolution. They were part of these short matches that people were sick and tired of, these short, terrible, horrible matches. And the people wanted actual women who could go out there and could wrestle longer matches and deliver longer matches. And that's what we've gotten with people like Charlotte and Sasha and Ronda and Becky and Asuka and Ember Moon and people like that. And so that could be sort of their credit for the women's revolution. And maybe in their induction package, they could also sneak in that great segment where Nikki once told her sister that she wished she died in the womb. That was great television, wasn't it? That was a great Raw moment. Who should induct them? Who should induct the Bella Twins if they go together into the Hall of Fame? Daniel Bryan is an obvious choice. Or Ronda Rousey, because I can see WWE wanting somebody with a name that appeals to a broader audience. They want to get some sports pub out of this, more than, say, if they had Johnny Ace do the induction. They ain't going to get shit if they have Johnny Ace doing the induction. Nobody cares about Johnny Ace. I would say Bryan or Ronda would be the two obvious choices if it were to happen in the next, few years. And for those of you thinking that there's no way that would happen anytime soon, I wouldn't say that. I don't see them going in this year, but could the Bella Twins go in let's say, 2020 or 2021? Yeah. Yeah, they could.